Today we're revisiting the Gamo Urban rifle in .22 caliber, and we'll use it once again to show that air guns are amazing. Well, in the first Gamo Urban video that I did, which you can find a link to in the description down below, I went over how to basically fill the gun with air from the tank, went over how to load the magazine, load the gun, and the basic operation of the gun, and we even did some shooting. I talked about how I replaced the trigger adjustment screw to make the trigger better, and how I needed to put some Loctite on the threads of this bolt. It kept coming off, getting loose. But so I put that on there, and now it's just working flawlessly. We've been doing a lot of shooting with this gun, not had a single problem with the bolt. So if you have that problem, one drop of the blue Loctite will take care of it. I've got the chronograph here, and I've done some pellet testing since I did the last video, and I found a pellet this gun really seems to shoot well with, and that is the JSB Exact Jumbo Heavy Diabolo, .22 caliber, of course, and it's 18.13 grains. The velocity, as I showed in that last video, was a little fast, so I thought this heavier pellet might tame it down a little bit, slow it down, and maybe get better groups. So let me go ahead and put a magazine in here, and I'll take a few shots, and we'll see how these pellets group, and we'll see what the chronograph results are. Last shot. All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the target and the chronograph results. Well, that's a pretty good little group, and it's interesting. It sort of split into two clusters. It was 10 shots from 40 yards, and each of those little clusters can easily be covered up just by a fingernail. They're about 1/4 of an inch. I'm not sure why I got them split into two like that. Maybe just as the air changed a little between the magazines. Not a regulated gun. But that, I mean, even if we just go with the overall size, we're only talking not quite 3/4 of an inch. That's pretty good for 40 yards on an unregulated gun. According to the chronograph, the average velocity was 791 feet per second, and with those pellets, that is right about 25 foot-pounds. And the spread in velocity was only 7. So I'm very impressed with the consistency of this Gamo Urban. Now, the method that I figured out to get such consistency out of this Gamo Urban is to, rather than fill it to its maximum pressure, which is about 3,300 psi, I just fill it up to about 2,900, 3,000 psi and just shoot 2 magazines. That's 20 shots. Now, if you watch other videos on this gun, you'll be able to see that it can shoot more shots than that and even group pretty well with more shots than that. But I found that if I just shoot 20, again, I'm getting a spread of only 7 feet per second. Unbelievable. And it's such an easy gun to fill that I don't mind filling after that. So I just shoot 20 and it shoots unbelievably well.
Hey, I've seen Airgun Angie shoot that gun on YouTube.
Oh, well, she probably hasn't replaced the trigger screw, though. She probably doesn't shoot it as well.
Excuse me? How about a little shooting contest?
Oh, I didn't realize that if I talked about Angie like that, she would actually show up. Well, we're going to have a bit of a shooting contest. We're going to play a little airgun battleship. Angie's going to be the green ships. My daughter and I are going to be the red ships. So we will be shooting at green, she will be shooting at red. And the way this will work, there are 16 possible hits on the ships on each target. Each shooter, there will be 4 of us, 2 on each team, and each shooter will fire 10 shots, 1 magazine. After both shooters have shot, we'll see how many hits there are. Now, if all the shots, or if all the hits have been hit, but there are still pellets remaining, then we can shoot at the black circles for extra hits, but those only count as hits if all the colored hits have been taken. Otherwise, they're just misses. So I'm going to let my daughter go first with 10 shots, then I'll take 10 shots, and then we'll see how Angie and her teammate do. All right, well, it looks like she got a couple hits on Angie's ships. Let's see if Dad can hit any of them now. All right, well, let's go count hits on the target. All right, well, we do have some misses here, it looks like, but let's see how many we got. So we've got 1, 2, that one, I think the green barely cuts into it, so we'll call it 3. I won't count it if it's on the black line, but it goes into the green, so we'll call it 3. 4, 5, barely counts for 6. Barely 7, 8, not this one, but that one barely makes that one 9, 10, and 11. So 11 hits out of 20 shots. Not great, but hey, we could have done worse, right? 5. All right, Airgun Angie, let's see what you got.
Hey guys, Airgun Angie with my son Edmund, and today we're a team. So, you ready, Edmund? You think we're gonna do all right?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's pretty confident. I'm not. Let's see how it goes. All right, we've got the JSB 15.89s, the battleship target at 40 yards. I moved a little bit when I pulled the trigger on that one. The duck is in agreement. Oh. Last one. Oh, that one was low. Okay. Emin, we get to see what you can do. Before you shoot blacks, if you're there,
I'm there.
hit the one I missed. I think.
Which one?
I think it's the one all the way to the right with the 3, I think, at the very bottom.
Okay.
I shot low. Did you get it?
I reckon.
You reckon?
He's touching the red.
Okay, that works. Now you can shoot at the black ones. That's it? Yep, that's it.
Well, I really hope you enjoyed this new look today at the Gamo Urban. And for those wondering at home about the optic, this is a Hawk Vantage 3-9 by 40 scope. It's kind of their low end one, but I really like it. It's good clear glass and we're having a lot of fun with it. And I want to give a huge thanks to Airgun Angie for this collaboration and joining in our little shenanigans today. And Angie, I hope we can do this again in the future. And I really hope all of you enjoyed that. And I would ask you to please subscribe to her channel. She's on a number of them. She's on Backyard Shooting, Gateway to Air Guns, Airgun Web TV, and I'll put a link to all the channels she's on right in the description down below, which is where you can also find where to follow me on social media. Don't forget to click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos. Thank you so much for watching.